Normal language handling is being changed by generative language models like GPT-4 and GPT-5. With new highlights and extended capacities, GPT-5 vows to be a significant update over GPT-4. In any case, what are the new highlights that open man-made intelligence is promising? How ChatGPT-5 is unique in relation to past adaptations of ChatGPT. I realize that there are such countless inquiries that are to you, and in the following couple of minutes, I will let you know everything connected with this new adaptation. I should start. The new capabilities. GPT-5 is the latest version of the GPT series of language models, including different extra attributes that recognize it from its ancestors. Here are some of GPT-5's most significant new highlights that I would like to tell you. Number 1. Better engineering. GPT-5 utilizes modern engineering to process and make a language more proficiently and exactly than prior variants. This design consolidates chart brain organizations and consideration processes, which help the model in figuring out the connections among words and expressions. Number 2. Further developed preparing strategies. GPT-5 purposes a bigger and broadened preparing dataset, which helps it in learning and summing up language designs. Moreover, GPT-5 utilizes unaided preparation, permitting it to gain from unstructured information without the requirement for human management. Number 3. Further developed language displaying ability. GPT-5 is planned to understand and produce language in a more human-like way. It is fit for understanding and creating more nuanced and convoluted semantic examples, like mockery or incongruity, as well as delivering more durable and legitimate reactions. Number 4. Multilingual help. GPT-5 is intended to oblige a few dialects, making it an important device for language interpretation and other multilingual applications. Generally speaking, GPT-5 is a more remarkable and flexible language model than its ancestors, with the possibility to upset regular language handling. An examination of GPT-4 and GPT-5. GPT-4 and GPT-5 are both modern dialect models. However, GPT-5 beats its ancestor in more ways than one. Here is an examination of the two models that I have done. Engineering. GPT-5's engineering is further developed than GPT-4's, including diagram brain organizations and consideration systems to examine and create a language all the more actually and unequivocally. Strategies for preparing. GPT-5 utilizes a bigger and more different preparation dataset than GPT-4, as well as unaided preparation to gain from unstructured information. Subsequently, GPT-5 comprehends etymological examples more completely than GPT-4. Capacities for language displaying. GPT-5 can make more unobtrusive and muddled language than GPT-4. It can perceive and create mockery and incongruity, as well as give more intelligible and judicious reactions. Support in numerous dialects. GPT-4 is principally expected for English language handling, while GPT-5 is planned to oblige various dialects. Accordingly, it is a very valuable apparatus for language interpretation and different applications that need multilingual help. While GPT-4 is a refined language model by its own doing, GPT-5's redesigned engineering, further developed preparing approaches, and extended language demonstrating capacities make it a significant improvement over its ancestor. GPT-5's restrictions and difficulties. While GPT-5's broad highlights make it a likely device for normal language handling, it actually has specific limits and concerns. Here are some of GPT-5's essential cutoff points and difficulties. Predisposition. GPT-5, as other language models, might be one-sided by the information on which it is prepared. This could bring about slanted language age or cognizance. Worries about morals. As GPT-5 advances, there are moral inquiries in regard to how innovation may be utilized. For instance, it very well may be utilized to get out a false word or mimic someone. Broad utilization of assets. GPT-5 requires a significant measure of PC ability to prepare and run, making it restrictively costly for some scholastics and associations. Support in different dialects. While GPT-5 is expected to deal with different dialects, it may not be similarly capable in every one of them, and its presentation might vary in view of the language. In general, while GPT-5 can possibly change regular language handling, it actually has limits and issues that should be settled before it tends to be utilized effectively and morally. GPT-5 is the latest and high-level language model in the GPT series, with new elements and upgraded capacities that put it aside from its ancestors. It has a large number of potential applications, including language interpretation, chatbots, content age, and question responding to frameworks. In any case, similarly, as with any trend-setting innovation, there are limits and hindrances to survival, like predisposition, moral issues, and asset requirements. Generally speaking, GPT-5 addresses a significant improvement in normal language handling, with the possibility to impact the manner in which people collaborate with language. As innovative work proceeds, it will be entrancing to see what GPT-5 and other language models develop and mean for our current circumstance before long. The qualifications between GPT-4 and GPT-5 have now been revealed. I have taken a gander at how these two computer-based intelligence language model upgrades kick off something new.